news is Terror in Turkey, 28 dead. That's coming up on the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news. It's time now for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Tuesday evening, June 28, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. Here's 6 o'clock news and odds. Top story at 6 o'clock on this Tuesday is at least 2 explosions rocked Istanbul, Turkey's international airport Tuesday night, killing at least 10 people, wounded dozens more, officials said. And now, it's up to 28 killed and 60 wounded in the attacks in Turkey. Washington. Republicans kept a partisan 2-year investigation of Benghazi terror attacks Thursday with a report that falsely bombing for security lapses that led to the deaths of 4 Americans but contains no. The AFX of the UK vote to leave the European Union are starting to ripple property markets as investors pile the publicly traded real estate companies in Britain and Europe and global developers begin to reassess projects. Knoxville, Tennessee. The latest on Pat Summitt, the former Tennessee women's basketball coach, died Tuesday at age 64 as Gino Aramata, legendary UConn basketball, said she had an indelible impact in the game of women's basketball. Mississippi native accused of fatally shooting a woman and an unborn child in March is now one of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's 10 most wanted fugitives. A large crime scene is taped off in downtown Denver, Colorado, near the intersection of 15th and Winthrop after reported an active shooting in a building in the area as the gunman opened fire in an office building. Go. London, the most vocal architect of Britain's has been decision to leave the European Union, thumbing his nose at EU Parliament on Tuesday as members booed and turned their backs on him. The shadow of Brexit in Brandenburg, protectionist and Loomis, large as President Obama's met his North American counterparts to boast of the world's largest trading bloc. London, who's in charge of now of Britain, is a fair question as the country tries to sort out its future members. Simon decided to leave the European Union. London, the political implosion at the top of the British politics that followed last week's referendum widened further on Tuesday, in both the country's main parties effectively leaderless at a time when the UK. Ottawa, for the first time in nearly a decade, travelers from Mexico will no longer be required a visa to enter Canada, government officials said on Tuesday. So, China has submitted an implementation report in accordance with the United Nations Security Council sanctions resolution. London, Jeremy Corbyn, Britain's Labour leader, has dealt an overwhelming non-communist vote in the party and to make the country's decision to leave the European Union.
2 missed calls. 1 5. Keypad locked. Press unlock. Press. 2 missed calls. 1. Found.
In Santiago, Chile, a fire at a coal mine power station in Aquilo de Chile on Tuesday forced the evacuation of about 150 employees. In Jerusalem, Benjamin Netanyahu on Thursday urged UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to help secure the release of civilians and bodies of soldiers held by Hamas. In news around the U.S., 3 people are accounted for possibly trapped after 2 freight planes crashing in each other head-on on Tuesday in northern Texas, as the investigator said. Montpelier, Vermont, the prosecutor in a border trial of suspended Vermont State Senator says the woman accused him of rape just once in her testimony and expressed remorse immediately afterward. Using at least 2 offshore oil pipelines hauled operations on Tuesday in the U.S. Gulf of Mexico after a fire of natural gas processing plant in Mississippi shut a crucial pipeline that brings up onshore, several companies said. A Supreme Court option said in inside the robbery conviction of former Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell will make it harder for Justice Department and prosecutors to bring similar cases in the future and in welcome news the elected officials investigating. In Raleigh, North Carolina, the adopted new legislation that walks back portions of the law requiring people to use bathrooms that match their gender amid the pressure by the NBA. Washington, Marine Corps to remove men from 19 job titles. Washington, Matt Huckabee has paid $25,000 for copyright infringement after using the song "Eye of the Tiger" during a campaign rally with Kim Davis. Pittsburgh, Donald Trump delivered a speech on trade in Pennsylvania Tuesday, criticized rival Hillary Clinton for inconsistencies on the issue. Washington, German automaker Volkswagen AG will pay as much as $15.3 billion after the minute cheated on U.S. diesel emission tests for years. Paid by back vehicles from consumers and provide funding that could benefit. Pinterest will soon let users spot from photos to shop for items online as Pinterest announced new camera search tool as a suite of new shopping tools in Pinterest San Francisco, California office. Wall Street bounced back on Tuesday, recouping some recent losses. Investors sought cheap assets after a two-day equities rot sparked by Britain's decision to leave the European Union. A DreamWorks animation shareholder that has filed a class action lawsuit against Chief Executive Jeffrey Katzenberg alleged mogul struck a lucrative side deal with Comcast Corporation. Milton, Georgia. XI Technologies has awarded a $30.7 million cost share in U.S. Defense Department grant from Battery System Enhancements, the company announced on Tuesday. Oakland, California. The Oakland City Council voted to block Inland Surgeon Council, rejecting a developer's plan to ship coal from the port of Oakland overseas. Seoul. North Korea's equipment border reports with the Ukraine Captain Guns Yana News Agency reported on Tuesday. Vessi, Switzerland, Nestle announced it has appointed Ulf Markstad, a freshest group as new CEO to lead the company towards a focus on health and nutrition. Alright, local news from the Attleboro Sun Chronicle. Attleboro, man suspected of being the driver of the car that led police on a high-speed chase from South Avenue to Interstate 95 last Friday was free on $1,500 in cash and bail. Aaron Doyle, 24, of 140 West Bacon Street, in Plainfield, pleaded innocent Monday in Alabama District Court to charge of refusal to stop for police and driver recklessly to endanger. The charges are related to an incident around 12:30 a.m. on Friday when a car fled the police on South Avenue and continued in several side streets before entering the Interstate 95 north at speeds up to 100 miles an hour. Washington, Wentham, a suspect charged with stealing $295 worth of clothing and assaulting an employee at a store at Wentworth Village Premium Outlets is agreeing $1,000 cash bail after pleading innocent on Tuesday. Mansfield, an Attleboro man at Sylvan in his release from jail is back behind bars following his arrest early Tuesday at a bar in downtown Mansfield. Mansfield, fans of the psychedelic rock band Fish are donating $22,500. Local music and arts education programs across the country, including the Southeastern Massachusetts Arts Collaborative. North Attleboro, a local Special Olympics athlete, took the field at Fenway Park last week before the Red Sox game against the Chicago White Sox. Attleboro, James Stores was looking for an Eagle Scout perch opening to notice the inner courtyard at Attleboro High School was looking a little shabby. In Attleboro, most of the fees at Attleboro High School will jump 60% in the fall, from $125 to $200 after school officials finalized move that they have long dreaded. Boston, a New Hampshire man has been indicted in a long unsolved killing of a 19-year-old Boston woman. James Page Manchester was indicted Monday in first-degree murder charged in a 1987 killing of Dora Brimage. On Tuesday, 7th District Attorney Dylan Collins said authorities hope to bring Page to Massachusetts to be arraigned in the coming weeks. Boston, passersby who was caught in an unlocked car will be allowed to smash the car's window to rescue the pet under a bill approved unanimously by the Massachusetts Senate. Large Hadron Collider, the European Particle Physics Laboratory near Geneva, the collider used vast quantities of helium-cooled electromagnets. While some stars that had the electric gate that are less than 1 million years old are very far from the head that are hundreds of millions of billions of years old. In order to reconstruct the wet the small specimen, the angel wing would have looked like in real life alongside an embryo specimen and a human hand for scale. Space Launch System boosted fire and pre-flight qualification test mission reports. The mosquito-borne Zika epidemic is headed for its first summit in the United States. Washington federal health officials on Tuesday approved the first pill to treat all major forms of hepatitis C, the latest in a series of drug proposals that have reshaped the treatment of the liver-destroying virus. Two Democratic lawmakers joined the Progressive Change Campaign committee and others Tuesday urging the Food and Drug Administration to charge its blood donation policy. Boston's subway said he finds no plague of anthrax, but plenty of other life forms. And now a look at the closing stockbroker report at 6:09. Right now, up 2 seconds for you. King for 72. FB5 up 35 at 35 at 23. Up 9 for you. 64,691.87. The next up now 162 at 9,728. FTSE up 158 at 19,6,140.59 and CAC 40 up 104.13 at 4,088.85. Asian market ZK 15,323.14 unchanged. Shanghai up 17.06 at 29,12.76 and HSI down 54.84 at 20,172.46. Oil markets up 19 cents at 40.04. Brent up $1.50 at 40.66 and natural gas unchanged at 2.917. Gold markets down 2.10 at 1,315.8. Silver 70.843 unchanged at copper 2.1805 up 1 cent. Bonds US 10-year yield 1.4647% unchanged. Brent 10-year yield 0.1149 down 3,000 point and Japanese 10-year yield down 24,000 point at 0.228 in the red. FX bonds European US dollar up 9,000 point at 1.1074. US dollar Japanese yen down 11 cents at 102.68 and Great Britain US dollar 1.333 down 1,000 point. Alright, looking at commodities at 611. Alright. Let's take a look at the agro futures where wheat was 4.57 and a quarter unchanged, soybeans 11.20 and a quarter unchanged, 3.94.25 unchanged, sugar $8.82 at 34 cents up, coffee 1.45 up $4.08, cotton 6.94 up $56, rice 10.9 up unchanged, and cocoa 3,040 up 6. Live cattle 112.75, lean ox 83.975, and FD cattle 140.675, all unchanged. Your channel news time 6:12, and it is time now for a sports report. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox will try to snap their 3-game losing streak as they will take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Game time 7:10 p.m. St. Pete. It was Mike Dick who made it happen. Booth decided West Creston and thought the feud with Bird that Ryan said he never knew existed as Buddy Ryan and his players fought for each other as Buddy Ryan passed away at the age of 82. Here's one of the problem we introduced and called the Olympic Games started. The powers that be, who saw the benefits of return of 112 years away from the innocence of growing the game globally to be self-indulgent to accepted and infused. The NHL fined the Vancouver Canucks $50,000 Tuesday. General Manager Jim Bennett released the comments expressed interest players are currently under contract with other teams. Knowing meant that Quick Loans national champion Billy Early III on Whirlwind followed his first PGA Tour victory. Peter Chell News Time is at 6:12 on this Tuesday evening, and it is time now a traffic and transit report. 95 on the southbound side. It is slow and 146 in downtown Providence and downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side. It is open Seacock all the way to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side from Route 10 and Crescent all the way to Route 37 in downtown Providence. And then Crescent, Route 37 on the northeastbound side. Also around Route 95 and Crescent. 95 on the northbound side is so from Route 10 and Crescent to Route 95. 195 westbound side so from Seacock all the way down to Providence. Jamestown, Newport, and Mount Hope Bridges are Lincoln Gate, down in southeastern Massachusetts. 95 at Stubborn Girl from the Deposit Street in Norwood all the way out to 295 in Arbor. 24 southbound side it is so from 495 Raynham all the way to 140 in Taunton. And 24 on southbound side, Little Slow after Route 128 in Canton. 298 on the westbound side, it is slow from Shrewsbury all the way up to Route 9 in Worcester. 495 on the southbound side, it is so from Route 9 in Westboro all the way at Hopkins past 495. 128 on the northbound side, it is slow from the Mass Park all the way at the Route 2 in Lexington. Mass Park on the eastbound side, it is slow around Newton Corner and then hit a break again from Austin Barrett Tolls all the way at the Logan Airport, Boston, Massachusetts to Mass Park westbound side, slow from Logan Airport to the Purdue and then hit a break again from the Austin Barrett Tolls all the way at the Route 9 in Framingham. 120 southbound side, so from the Pike all the way at the split. 120 on the northbound side, so from the split all the way at the Route 24. Service Express right now on both ends, it is slow from Dorchester all the way at the downtown Boston. Service Express is backed up from Dorchester all the way at the Braintree. Route 3 on the southbound side, it is slow from the split all the way at the 18 in Weymouth. 120 on the northbound side, it is slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way at out to 114 in Peabody. Main Street on the northbound side is slow from the Zactor Bridge of Boston all the way out to Route 216 in Methuen. Route 1 on the northbound side, so from 16 in Revere all the way out to Route 60, and then hit base again from Saugus all the way up to Peabody. 495 on the northbound side, it is so from Route 3 all the way up in Haverhill. 495 on the southbound side, so after Route 3 and low up to Westford. Route 3 on the southbound side, from Route 128 in Burlington. Route 3 on the northbound side, so from 128 in Burlington all the way up to Lowell. Route 2 on westbound side, little slow at Evans down to Leominster. 291 on the southbound side, little slow around the Springfield. I-91 on the northbound side, around Holyoke. Up in Southern New Hampshire. Everett Turnpike on the northbound side, it did so on the Amber stretch. Small Turnpike on the northbound side, little slow just around Route 4 in Dover. 95 on the northbound side, little slow around the up in Maine. 95 on the northbound side, also up in Field, Maine. But byways of Vermont Air remain out. Looking good except on I-89 southbound side, little slow after the Canadian border. I-91 on the northbound side, it is slow after Route Masspac and Holyoke. Down in Connecticut, I-91, it's slow on I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. I-84 on the eastbound side, little slow around the Hartford stretch. I-84 on the eastbound, little slow around Ray and then Waterbury. I-84 on the westbound side from 69 with Route 8. I-84 in the eastbound side from 684 New York State all the way up to Newtown. 95 on the southbound side, it's also on New Haven Stretch. 95 on the northbound side, so from Stamford to Fairfield. 95 on the southbound side from Stamford all the way up to 287 in the highways and byways New York are slow go. And New York State 3 on the westbound side, it is slow before 290 in Buffalo, New York. Alright, let's take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system, red line person, model laser to police acted at North Quincy. Silver on S1 person, model laser to disabled bus. On the commuter rail, Fairmont train 777, 5:45 p.m. from substation departed. Substation is operating 15-20 minutes late between substation and Reedville. Fairmont train 590, 5:40 p.m. from Fairmont is operating 15-20 minutes late between Fairmont and substation due to an medical emergency. Fairmont train 591, 4:35 p.m. from substation departed. Wolseley Farms is operating 15-20 minutes late en route to Framingham. Franklin train 744 is departed. Walpole station operates 5:50 minutes behind schedule due to late arrival outbound train. Franklin line train 721, 5:45 p.m. from substation departed. Substation is operating 10:50 minutes behind schedule due to late arrival equipment. Middleburg line train 21, 5:12 p.m. is operating 15-20 minutes late between substation and Middleburg due to a mechanical issue. And on the ferries out, looking good. Peter Challenger's time is now 6:17, and it is time now for a weather report. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 6:18 on this cloudy Tuesday evening. The temperature is 76 degrees overcast skies. Humidity is 69%. Wind speed south about 6 miles. The barometer 29.94 inches. Doable about 65 degrees. Visibility at 10 miles. Heat index 78 degrees. Alright. Looking at some current conditions around the region. It is 77 degrees out in Boston at 77 in Norwood and Beverly at 79. Out in Beverly and Gloucester at 77 in Concord and Fitchburg 70 in Worcester 77 in Milford 76 in Taunton 75 in New Bedford at 75 in Plymouth at 73 in Falmouth and Provincetown 66 in Chatham 72 in Marford 70 in Nantucket at 73 Providence 72 Queens 73 in Buckhorn and at 71 in Montauk 72 in New York Islip 73 in New York City 71 in Bridgeport New Haven at 72 in Danbury and Hartford and Windsor 72 in Meriden and 70 in Waterbury Connecticut 73 in Springfield Massachusetts and Athol Massachusetts at 79 in Norfolk Massachusetts, Bennington, Vermont, and Albany, New York at 74 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 81 in Silver Springs, 77 in Rutland, Vermont, 79 degrees in Brattleboro, Vermont, 82 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 85 in Keene, New Hampshire, 82 degrees in Chester, New Hampshire, 79 degrees in Nashua, New Hampshire, 77 degrees in Manchester and Cochrane, LaCroix, New Hampshire, and up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 70 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Alright, let's take a look at surface map around the country, and it shows a front line from Alberta stretching down for Idaho with a low pressure up in northern Idaho. Front line down for the California, and another front line from southeastern California down for the Baja California Mexico with a low pressure down in south central California. Low pressure and front line from Utah down for northeastern Arizona, and a front line from western Texas down for Mexico. A front line from Louisiana down for the Carolinas and Virginia with a low pressure down in South Carolina. A stationary front from Montana merging with a warm front from Wyoming down for Colorado, and stationary front for Colorado stretching all the way down for the western Kentucky and Tennessee merging with a cold front from western North Carolina stretching up and up St. New York, and a station front up and in eastern Canada with a warm front up in northern Ontario. And low pressure centers in Pennsylvania and eastern Quebec. And we got high pressure ridges in eastern California, southern Colorado, northern Saskatchewan, and up in eastern Minnesota. And Gulf of Mexico, it is 79 degrees in Pittsburgh, 68 in Detroit, 86 in Washington, D.C., 73 in Atlanta, Georgia, it's 87 in Miami, Florida, it's 91 in Brownsville, Texas, 97 in Dallas, Texas, 86 in Kansas City, 85 in Omaha, Nebraska, 78 in Chicago, 72 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, it's 87 degrees in Great Falls, Montana, 70 in Seattle, 66 in San Francisco, 73 in Los Angeles, it's 106 in Las Vegas, 110 in Phoenix, 103 in Salt Lake City, 91 in Denver, and 89 degrees at Albuquerque, New Mexico. Alright, let's look at radar. And seeing some little lines of rain showers on east of Albany and then up in the western portions of Vermont. And seeing some spotty rain showers way off the main coastline. And we're seeing some little batches of rain showers around Stafford, Connecticut, around Iceland, Sturbridge, and Stockbridge. A lot of rain showers from Worcester stretching down to Millbury and then up into Hudson and then up into Marlborough. Back to the west and we're seeing some heavy bands of showers and thunderstorms up in western New Brunswick, swept up the northwestern portion of Maine, up to New Hampshire, and then upstate and central portion of Vermont, and up to the southern Quebec and the northeastern portion of Ontario, and a lot of showers and thunderstorms stretching from eastern and east central portion of New York State, stretching down to Pennsylvania, and then up down to the Baltimore, Washington quarter, and up to the western portions of Virginia. And seeing this is a heavy bands of showers from Queensbury stretching down to Silver Springs and a Malta down to Schenectady, and another line of heavy showers and sorts by Oneida, Crevena down, northeastern portions of Pennsylvania, and tell me where they're going to be headed? Headed towards the southeast. So, this area from Brooklyn to Pittsfield, they're next in these lines of bands of heavy showers and thunderstorms. Alright, looking at the radar around the country shows lines of showers and storms off the Virginias and stretching then all the way down for the Gulf Coast and down for Texas. Popcorn clusters of showers and thunderstorms stretch from northern Mexico, stretch up to the Four Corner region, in the southern Nevada, eastern California, and stretch up to the Wyoming, up to Montana, and popcorn clusters of showers and storms from eastern portions of British Columbia, stretching all the way down for southern Manitoba. Check out satellite loop and it shows looking at satellite and it shows a line of clouds from southern New England stretching to down for Georgia, and line of clouds from the Gulf states stretching down to Texas, line of clouds from Mexico stretching up into southern New Mexico and Arizona, line of clouds coming to much of Fort Greene stretching up into the Dakotas and down through California, and a line of clouds from British Columbia down for northwestern Ontario. Alright, looking at forecast discussion. A slow moving cold front will bring some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms into Wednesday, but a bulk of activity occurring tonight. That's from push off for Wednesday night, high pressure that brings dry seasonal weather for Thursday, and cold front Friday may bring some showers and thunderstorms for either Friday or Saturday as dry weather returns for the remainder of the holiday weekend. Instability remains the primary limitation for showers and thunderstorms across the southern New England this afternoon. Latest meteor analysts showing Cape Valley started to increase around 5 to 3 kg. This is in response to some breaks in the clouds across western Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut. Both low level, and middle level lots. Rates remain poor this afternoon as a result of covenants for any strong thunderstorms across southern New England this evening. A cold front will be slowly approaching our region tonight, but a mid-level shortwave environment late tonight. Plenty of moisture available, so it all comes down to the draining enough lit for showers. Considerable water falls still 1.5 to 2 inches, so locally heavy rainfall, possibly with a mention of an isolated thunderstorm and most due on the poorest possibility any time of day. South winds will continue for much of the night. This is looking for the more stratus and patchy fog to develop once more. This should most prevalent toward the south coast of Massachusetts and Rhode but could vary low coverage just of southern New England. Alright, I'm predicting tonight's lows around the region 61 to 67 degrees and tomorrow's highs 77 to 86 degrees. Alright, looking at hazard weather outlook. Day 1 tonight has wear not better time, and day 2 for 7. Wednesday for Monday, there'll be a low risk of a few strong thunderstorms occurring Wednesday. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Look at what I notes before we go to the 7-day forecast. Boston has 1.22 inches of rain so far, 2.10 below the average. Moderate drought in Boston and point snow west and southern New Hampshire and Maine. Water temperature 61 degrees, and if you go to the beach, air temperature 75, 84 degrees with cooler on the Cape. Just watch an isolated storm north of Boston, and water temperature 61 and 70 degrees, and UV index 7 out of 10. Alright, 7-day forecast. For the night, at chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 9 p.m., petrified after 11 p.m. watts, clouds got about 64 degrees, south about 3 to 7 miles out, chest pitch is 50%, new percent between a 10 inch possible. Wednesday, check the showers and thunderstorms May after 9 p.m. 9 a.m., petrified before 10 a.m. watts. Most clouds got 81 degrees, south about 3 to 7 miles out, chest pitch is 40%, new rain from months less than 7 inch, XM high amounts possible thunderstorms. Wednesday, petrified up to 1 a.m. watts, pop clouds got about 61 degrees, south about 5 miles coming in the evening. For Thursday, increased clouds about 84 degrees, large variable wind became a northwest wind 6 miles in the afternoon. Thursday night, clouds got about 61 degrees, southwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Friday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms up to 1 p.m. Mostly sunny skies about 84 degrees, chest patience 20%. Friday night, chance of showers, most clouds got about 62 degrees and chest patience 30%. Saturday, chance of showers before noon, most skies got about 84 degrees, chest patience 30%. Saturday night, clouds about 58 degrees. Sunday, most skies got about 83, about 58 degrees. And Wednesday and Monday, Sunday, most skies got about 83, about 58 degrees. And for Tuesday, skies got about 84 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the evening. Cloudy skies with some showers in store. That's the paper, so we have a good evening with a good positive attitude, and I'm looking forward to see you for an 11 o'clock report. See you at 11 o'clock.